How y'all doing?
Hello everyone, welcome. No, your eyes do not deceive you. You do see a huge stack of photo cards here in front of me, and that is because we are finally storing away basically the entirety of my Stray Kids collection. If you've been on my channel, if you know the lore, then you know that I pretty hardcore collect OT8 for Stray Kids and have since 2020, and I have not put away any of my Stray Kids album collection since noeasy era, and that is because during noeasy era I did a video that is the most popular video on my channel, but it was a storing my complete noeasy collection video, and in that video I basically showed me putting away my entire noeasy collection, from the albums to the pre-order benefits to like the inclusions that came with the album, and I had really specific and really detailed fillers for my binders, and it was kind of like a complete custom setup for my binder. And because of that video and because of like the intensity of it, I really got into my brain. I got into the weeds a little bit too much, and I kind of convinced myself that I couldn't store away my collection unless I did that for every single album, like for every single era, for every single part of my collection. And because I kind of got stuck in this mindset, the eras and the albums just kind of got away from me. Like, it's been 2 years and I still have not yet put away my ODDINARY collection because I just was like, well, I don't have the fillers ready yet. My binder isn't ready yet, so I can't put these away. And I've gotten to the point where I'm really sad that I'm not taking care of my collection, and that it's just kind of sitting in piles in different areas of my apartment, that they're not in sleeves, they're not in the like properly protected, they're all kind of just floating around everywhere. Because I really love my collection. I adore it. It's something that I'm really proud of, but I definitely have not taken the proper care of it that I need to, especially considering how much I've like invested both time and money wise into this collection. And so I've just kind of gotten to the point where I want to stop having piles of random photo cards all around my apartment, and I want to actually sit down and just put them in a binder, make sure that they're properly stored away. I don't have to worry about them getting damaged or getting lost or misplaced, and I'm gonna just kind of let go of the control that I don't need my binders to look super pretty and put together and like the most amazing thing that it could be. And also, I do want to start other collections outside of Stray Kids, and I have told myself that I am not allowed to do that until I take care of my first and foremost collection, which is this one. So in order to do that, I am taking my first step. This is making it sound so much more serious than it is. It's like, girl, these are photo cards, get a grip. So apologies if it seems a little bit more melodramatic than it is. It just is like, this is really a big like stepping point for me. I'm kind of like letting go of like, this channel and this hobby is supposed to be fun. It's not supposed to be like anxiety inducing. We're just here for fun and kicks and giggles. It's really not that serious. So what I've decided is that eventually, some point down the road, I would like to kind of get back to what I did in the noeasy video, which is making fillers for my binders and making it just kind of what I envision my binders to kind of be as their end goal. But in the meantime, I'm not going to let that stop me from just taking care of my collection. So I'm going to be putting away, for right now, just the photo card sections. I'm not doing any kind of inclusions right now because that's where a lot of the fillers and stuff are coming from, is making like custom binder pages and inserts and like fillers for like the inclusions, and also the middle of my 9 pocket pages because there's only 8 members of Stray Kids. So we're not putting away any large inclusions. It's only going to be photo cards for right now. And that's just so I can get started going on actually taking care of my collection and getting them in a place where I'm happy. Another reason why I'm just doing photo cards for right now is I have actually also been contemplating switching supplies that I use. I've been thinking about for a while switching up the brand that I use for my pocket pages and for my binders to something else. And this is kind of like a spoiler alert for a video a couple weeks out, but I do have a collection that I'm planning on starting. I got some new supplies and materials for that collection that I'm kind of using as a test run for if I want to invest in this specific brand and this specific product for all of my collections going forward. But it will be a huge investment if I were to switch to this brand for my Stray Kids collection, given the large volume of cards and collectibles that I have for Stray Kids. So before I like make that jump, I kind of want to test it out with this new collection that I'm going to be introducing and working on in the next couple of weeks. But because I might be switching supplies that I use, I don't want to put in the effort and the money of making fillers for like the current pocket pages that I have if I'm going to be changing and transitioning to a different one, which would be a different size than what my pages currently are now. So it would just kind of be a waste of money as well to make fillers right now when I might be changing how I'm storing my collection in the next year or so. So that's also another reason why we're only focusing on photocards, because photocards for the most part are pretty standard sizes for pocket pages, whereas like 1 pocket, 2 pocket, 3 pocket, 6 pocket, they all kind of like range differently depending on like the brand that you choose. So hopefully that will make sense. If I have forgotten anything I want to talk about, I will kind of freeze frame me and put it in editing here. I know myself way too well. I knew that I would probably forget a few points that I wanted to say. But the last thing I want to point out is I think as just like a general, hey, I think I was starting to fall out of love with collecting just a little bit because I was putting all of this pressure onto myself that everything had to be perfect. And I think because I also showcase my collection online, that also contributed to wanting to have this perfect setup because I had shown once before that I could and did that, so I had to keep doing that moving forward. But this channel and my collection is a hobby, and I would like it to remain a hobby and like a safe place to talk about this hobby and to talk about K-pop and my favorites and, you know, the music and stuff. And my brain functions where if something I like and enjoy suddenly becomes, I'm air quoting here, work, then I have a hard time pushing through and continuing on with whatever that thing is. This is probably the result of something undiagnosed in me, but because my brain suddenly had made the connection that making fillers and customizing my binder was work, it suddenly became a huge like task and chore, and I literally did everything to avoid working on said fillers and binder. I continue to collect and buy things, obviously from like the sheer volume of cards that you can just see in front of me. My collecting didn't slow down at all, but I just wasn't making the effort I needed on the side to be able to store my collection away because of all of this sudden pressure I was putting onto a hobby that is just supposed to be for fun. So I'm so sorry that this is not like a totally full-on complete storing video with all the bells and whistles that I did before, but this is a good step for me and what I need to do to continue enjoy being a collector and actually treasure my collection. And to also remind myself that it's not that deep and it's also my collection, so I can do whatever it is I need to in order to enjoy it. So I hope that's okay. I hope you still have a good time. We'll still have tons of photo cards and like little stories and things to look at and store in this video. But yes, I am super excited to finally kind of like feel myself released from the shackles that I've kind of set for myself. I really did not need to do this. I really put way too much pressure on myself, and I was the only one that put the pressure on myself to like feel like my collection needs to be this end all be all perfectionist kind of thing, and it really, again, it really just doesn't. I know a lot of people throughout the years have been like, where is your collection? Why don't you post like storing photocard videos? Like, are you ever going to post storing photocard videos? That's kind of the explanation as to why, and going forward I do hope to kind of more regularly post storing photocard videos, because I'm going to be a lot more loose with myself and like my expectations when it comes to storing my collections. And like I said, this is kind of my first step. So this is going to be part 1. I decided to split up this video into 2 separate parts. One, because I know that this video is probably going to be really, really long because of the sheer volume of cards that I have, but also two, because I ran out of supplies very, very quickly. I did not really anticipate, which is my bad. This is a stupid thing on my part, but I really just underestimated the amount of supplies that I needed to basically like sleeve and store away 2 years worth of photo cards. So what I have in front of me is basically what I could sleeve and store away for right now with the materials that I have. I have gone ahead and ordered more sleeves and 9 pocket pages, so in the second part I can do the rest of my collection. So in this video we're going to be covering ODDINARY, MAXIDENT, and 5-star, and then in my next video, the part 2, we're going to be doing Rockstar, 8, and then also the Skiz tape, hip hop tape, whatever it is. My brain cannot like comprehend the name of that album. I'm gonna be filming my binder setup video here like pretty much right after this, so I'll learn the name by then. But yeah, I figure in part 2 we can do the other half of my collection, and also start the new era, and you know, just immediately put that into my binder and not kind of continue to hoard cards like I've been doing the last 2 years. But so yeah, enough of that. We can go ahead and get started. So like I mentioned, this is what we're putting away today. I did count. I have at least 520 some odd cards to put away today, which is kind of insane considering this is only 3 eras. So this first section is my ODDINARY collection. This one is my MAXIDENT collection, and then this one over here is my 5-star collection. And then these are just sleeves that I'm going to be using for the middle pocket. I'm going to use some black and white broken glass colored sleeves, and I'll go ahead and make sure that I have all the supplies that I'm using right now in my description down below, just so you kind of know. It's pretty much the standard most people use when they get started, which is like Avery white 3-inch binders, Dragon Shield clear classic sleeves, and Ultra Pro 9 pocket pages. That's basically the gist, but if you want links, I will have them down below in the description for you. So yes, buckle up, go grab a snack, let's sit down with each other, and we'll go ahead and look through my collection. I am super, super excited to finally just be doing this. I'm sure this intro is way too long already, so let me grab my binder, and we will get started on this first section with ODDINARY. Alright, here is the first binder that we are going to be putting stuff in. And here is my noeasy collection. This is the catalyst for basically my entire spiraling for my photocard collection. Here it is in all of its glory. I am really, really proud of this, and I think this is why I had such an attachment to wanting my entire collection and my entire binder setup to kind of live in this same ecosystem that like I like made and curated. But just, it's not realistic when this kind of project relies on you having to be creative and you have really bad art block from work, because this is the kind of stuff you do at work all day, every day. So that's also a big reason too why I kept putting off like trying to make fillers, is every time I would go to sit down to make fillers for like the new era or for like a specific era, I would just get hit with such hard art block because I'm just so burnt out from work. But one day I do hope to have all of my binders look just as beautiful and just as perfectly set up as this noeasy collection is. Until then though, this will be just my lifelong pipe dream to just have a beautiful organized binder. But yeah, this is where we will start ODDINARY right after Christmas Evil. So like I mentioned, because we're only going to be doing photo cards, I went ahead and just removed all of the other binder pages I had in here for like the larger inclusions, because again, we're just not dealing with that right now. We're just going to be doing photo cards. I also made sure to go through and write down what each of the card and like store benefit I have are from, so in case you're curious, as I'm going through my collection, I have the information right off the top of my head, because it's been a minute since I have looked through these cards and I've looked through some of these collections that I needed a refresher. So I will have these off to the side and we'll make sure to let you know as we're going through what each of these cards or like benefit stores, whatever, are from. And so like I mentioned, I'm also going to be just using these white filler sleeves in the middle here, so we don't have like a blank spot. So let's go ahead and get started. Wow, this is so exciting. Who knew I would finally get to a point where I would just be like, you know what? Screw it. We're putting away my collection. And that's that. I apologize if it really does seem like I'm making this out to be such a bigger deal than it is, but this was a big stepping stone for me mentally. And that should just give you an idea of how I'm doing mentally, which is not good most of the time. If I can't even make executive decisions about my photo card collection, just know I equally struggle in my day-to-day life with decision making. It's something that we're working on. Baby steps, you're right? Baby steps. Growth. So, here is the first set. This is the mask off version from ODDINARY. I honestly feel like I'm kind of going to be going back in time a little bit. Like, this era feels like so long ago. Like, I am a completely different person. Skiz are a completely different person. Like, the fan base is a completely different beast in itself. Like, we have grown and evolved and done so much since ODDINARY came out. Like, it's just kind of crazy to, like, I don't know, look back and like think back about this era and like all these earlier eras in comparison to where we are now with Skiz. And I'm so proud of how much they've been able to accomplish and how much bigger, and I wouldn't say better, I mean, they're always improving, but I don't mean like they're bigger and better in the sense that like they were worse before, but you know what I mean. Like, it's just so rewarding, I guess, to see how much they've grown since like 2 or 3 years ago. It also like brings me back to like thinking about how the fandom was like during this time, and just how it just was, it kind of feels so much different. Like, and also just too how like I feel like K-pop felt so much different a couple years ago compared to like just now. Like, I feel like it's so much more like mainstream, I guess, in a sense, and it's so much more like acceptable to people, and it's much more casual, and like it's not as like a weird kind of interest anymore, which I really love. So okay, that was the scanning version. Now we have the Frankenstein version. This was the black like limited version, I believe. Also, this reminds me, just like seeing the back of this was, and if like you were around during this time, like let me know if you remember, but do you remember when ODDINARY came out and it was announced that there was a misprint with these cards in particular, with the black back cards? They're basically the entire production of like the black back cards had a misprint, and so to make up for that, they sent along 2 additional photo cards in like every single pre-order order that went out. And that was kind of like crazy, I feel like, at the time, because these cards, like the black back, like Frankenstein version cards, weren't specific to the black color version album. Like the photo cards were random amongst all 3 versions, so it wasn't guaranteed that you did have a black back version in the album you pre-ordered. So that essentially meant that if you didn't have any black backs in your album, you got just 2 free photo cards because there was a misprint. So that was kind of crazy because, like, again, if you didn't pull any, then you kind of just automatically got 2 free photo cards. But that did kind of pose a problem because then there was almost like entire oversaturation of this particular set because they just sent out so many extras of this corrected version. Like, I feel like I still have in my trade and sale box here, I feel like I still have just like a huge stack of these cards. Yeah, like to this day, I still have so many just like extra black back ordinary cards, as well as a bunch of other like ordinary cards. But like, look, more black backs. Like, I have so many of these still, especially of Ian, Changbin, and Sungmin. Like, yeah, that's wild to think about that happened during then. They definitely have not made that mistake since. Like, we have not had a photo card misprint since then. Alright, next I'm going to put away the Target cards, even though I could probably put away like the rest of the album cards first. I kind of am trying to like tell a like continuous story kind of with the cards. So because these are the same outfits, I want to put the Target cards next. I also really love that these Target cards are kind of like a far away set. I don't know if this is like an unpopular opinion, but I kind of enjoy like far away like posed cards, so long as they're not like concept cards. Like, I really like cards of this nature, and I feel like Target cards usually are in this like same vein. Like, we don't usually get selfie Target cards, so I am a fan of this set a lot, even though the background is like the plainest of plainest backgrounds that you could have. Alright, next we have the IDs. I did initially have all of these straightened in the sleeves, but I think everything has kind of shifted despite my best efforts here. I feel like these like classes that they wrote for Skiz here are still pretty accurate to this day. Like, I was looking at these and I was like, I don't know, but like, if you actually read them, I feel like they still hold up. Like, we have Wolfbang, Channy is always gonna be Wolf-chan. We have a free spirit Lino, very accurate. Big hugger Changbin, our most affectionate boy. Silhouette dancer, our favorite dancer. All-rounder Han, still extremely accurate. Happiness, 100%. Literal maniac, yes. And trendsetter Ian, like, these are still so accurate, honestly. They were correct in making those classes. I don't know why this is like wrinkly. I'm sure it'll flatten out. Okay. Next up, we have the unit cards. So we'll do the mask off unit. I'm going to do the same colors I did initially, like in the same order next. And I probably thought way too hard about how to organize this page because it kind of is like, it doesn't really matter. It's going to be a hodgepodge either way. But basically, I decided that I was going to organize this page based on like member order still and like age order. And so how I kind of like categorized it, I guess, is I took whoever was on the left and use that as a reference. So obviously Chan is the oldest here, and Han is older than Ian, so they're first, and then Changbin is next with Hyunjin, and then Hyunjin is next with Felix, and then we have our Sunshine twins, Tumin, Sungmin, and Changbin, and then Ian and Lino. So it kind of has a system, but like I said, I probably thought way too hard about this setup for what it actually is. There are so many faces on this page. So I did the same thing with the scanning units as well. So we have Bin Chan and then Minsung in the middle. And then we have Han and Hyunjin. Alright, and then the Frankenstein units last. I'm contemplating whether I should use these black fillers that I have for like these darker cards instead of the white. I feel like it would go better if I'm trying to be like a little bit matchy-matchy right now. The problem is I don't have a ton of these sleeves because I usually just use these as like freebies for trades and sales. So I don't have a lot, but maybe I should go back and do that for some of these here. So kind of looks nice in the meantime. Sure, why not? Okay, so that is all the album cards for the normal album types. And then we get into digipacks, and if I'm remembering right, I think Ordinary was the first time that we had digipacks, right? I don't think we had them, or did we have them for noeasy? I can't remember. It's literally been so long. I cannot remember, but all of these inclusions now, well, this and the photocard set that we're gonna do next, these are all from the digipacks, or well, they were like jewel cases. Back then they were jewel cases, like member specific jewel cases. I guess they were still considered digipacks, but these are like little badges. They came in a set of 4, and I have all 8 members, so I just took 2 of the sets and popped them out so we could sleeve them, put them in the binder here. Very nice. And then these are the jewel case photo cards. I remember, speaking of like remembering things of this era, I remember that the jewel case was released like way after the album, But I remember being upset and posting on Instagram that we didn't get any photocards slash like looks from the unveil like teaser for this album. And I remember like talking about it on Instagram, being like, oh my gosh, why didn't we get photocards for this? And then I think that the jewel cases dropped not long afterwards, and it was revealed that we indeed were getting photocards. And I remember people jokingly coming into my DMs being like, what did you do? Like, what did you do? Because we were not, like, I think this is at a time where none of us were prepared for like late releases, like late drops for albums, and so it was like, what is going on? And it's the it was the photo cards that you talked about, it was the concepts and look you talk about. I remember that was funny. But okay, so that was all of that album PCs. Now we get into the bulk of pre-order benefits for Ordinary. So let's get this first one out. So these are the holographic Make Star. I thought this was with drama. Oh no, the with drama ones are very similar, but not quite the same. Okay, so my bad. I have my list wrong, but this is Make Star. I should have known. I mean, Make Star is the only one who is very consistently holographic every single era. That's why I continue to order for Make Star every single era. I still have to pre-order most of my Skiz Hop albums still. But you know which ones I have ordered already? Make Star. Make Star is the only one that I've pre-ordered for, and it's just like normal album types. I still need to get the limited, I still need to get the accordion, I still need to get the Nemos, but you better know, I did get my Make Star. I did get my Make Star albums, though. Alright, next up is Music Plant. This one is also holographic. It's got like a different effect. Maybe I should like take it out of the sleeve. It's like a little sparkle dotty kind of hollow. It's really subtle. You can see it more in person, but I'm always a sucker for hollow sets. I usually will try and get all of the hollow sets that come out because I love them so much. And yeah, this was the Music Plant set. Alright, and then we have Aladdin, and this is another like faraway set, but I really like this one because of the set background. Like, I feel like even though they're like not doing anything super crazy, except for Han. Han is like an odd one out here. But besides that, I really liked how like dynamic this set felt. Because, like, again, because of the background set. I don't know why Han is over here, though, on a random gray background, while all the rest of them are on set of the music video. Someone in Stray Kids always has to be doing something different in a pop set, or, like, in a photocard set. Like, I feel like it's not a Stray Kids photocard set if one member isn't doing something completely different than the rest of them. Okay, this set is Interpark. It honestly feels so good to finally be putting all of these photocards away. Like I said, if you saw the state of my collection, you would be like, girl, Girl, what are you doing? Like, I just had piles and piles of cards and random boxes in random containers, just like separated out. Like, I had to go on an Easter egg hunt, basically, to find all of my sets for these 3 eras that I'm storing. Like, it was bad. It was bad. This is why you should take care of your collection, kids. This is why this is why you take care of the things you spend money on. Lesson learned the hard way. So this next set is from Apple Music, and this is when Apple Music used to give you 2 pobs per 1 album ordered. So I used to be able to only order like 4 albums from Apple Music and I would get a full OT8 pob set. They stopped doing that, I think, like around maybe like a Rockstar era, but they did it there for a minute. And it was so nice because Apple Music usually generally has like pretty cheap shipping, like international shipping. And then the fact that I only had to order like half of the albums than I normally do to get like a full OT8 set, I was always like, okay, I'm always gonna get Apple Music for that reason. Like, it was such a good deal. It makes me a little bit sad that they don't do that anymore, probably because of capitalistic reasons, but I remember being like, wow, Apple Music is kind of goated for like providing 2 pre-order benefits for 1 album. Like, that was crazy. And that was like when pre-order benefits too were like kind of a new thing, so it makes sense. But okay, my last 2 sets, well, they're not even sets, but my last 2 set of cards, because these aren't full sets, are these, and these are Soundwave lucky draws. So I don't have the full set, so there were 2 rounds, well, or at least 2 sets of lucky draws. There was like a selfie set and then also like an accompanying far away set. So I pretty much have like everyone's for this like selfie set. And then I have like half of the members for this far away set, but I'm kind of pretty content with this set. Like, I don't think I'm gonna seek out those that I'm missing. I had things a little bit scattered now. Okay, I have more of the far away set than the selfie set. I have chans of this. Oh, that was another thing I was gonna mention, is I also have a bunch of like Chan solo cards that should technically go in like my special Chan binder that like has all of his stuff that like I also collect. But as you can see, this binder is like pretty much at its limit. Like, I really can't put anything else in this. So I need to get a new binder for Chan before I can put anything else in here. But that's something I also want to work on, is like reorganizing my Chan special collections binder. But yeah, I was gonna mention that in the beginning and then totally forgot that I wasn't gonna put away any special Chan cards. But Chan's set for this lucky draw is in here somewhere, so yeah. But who do I have for this? Oh yeah, so I literally have everyone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I literally have everyone except Chan, but I'm not gonna separate Chan because he is in like a special layout in the special binder. So I think I'm just gonna do this layout for this. It's very different. It's very weird to do like a 7 pattern, but I think that's what I'm gonna do for this set. Guess I'll go with the black hollow sleeve. Also, for these, I decided to double sleeve them, which is something that I don't normally do, but because these are so thick, like these are the OG PVC materials, they would just like slide around if I just single sleeve them. So even though these are already kind of bulky, I'm deciding to double sleeve them and make them even more bulkier, just so they'll stay in place in the binder a little bit better. Otherwise, they'll just like constantly be moving around. Well, why is there a sleeve in here? This is such a weird pattern to do. I'm like so not used to doing a 7 pattern for skiz. I'm like, it's so odd to have these 3 on a singular row together. Have Jisung be in the middle. But I think that looks really nice. Like, obviously that probably look nicer with Chan. Then it would be all complete. But I think for this purpose, it also looks nice. Also, yeah, if you got like the full set of both like the A and B and you like laid them all out on the back, it would spell out like ODDINARY. It looks kind of crazy here because obviously I'm not, they're all not lined up in the correct position. I need a page. I'm missing a page. Alright, and then for this one, I have 5, and this is kind of an odd, like, arrangement of members that I have here. I can do a 5 pattern. I guess I like this arrangement the best. I don't know. See, even with the double sleeve, I feel like they still slide around just a little bit, and this Felix card is not sleeved the right way. There we go. I remember at the time too, when like these lucky draws were coming out, I remember I joined a group order for Chan's, and then I realized, I think there's like previews or something that came out for them, and I realized like how like good they were, and that they were from the Venom music video. And so then I joined like multiple goes afterwards, like trying to get the other members, but I was like trying to get them in sets. So like I got like, I joined for like Lino's in one go, I joined for Hyunjin's in another go, I joined for Han's in one, Felix and Sungmin. I think I had Changbin and Ian, like I could only claim these ones, so that's why I only have like the far away of those. But I joined like at least 4 or 5 different goes for these lucky draws, when I'm like, in hindsight, I probably could have just like ordered them on my own and gotten the full like 16 set. But I was so new kind of back then with like trading and selling and joining group orders that I felt like I didn't know any better, and I was panicking because like this was like the first time that like lucky draws were really becoming a thing and like happening, and so I like didn't know how to do things. All these memories are like flooding back, but yeah, I remember joining like multiple goes for these and being like, what did I just do? Like, why did I do it like that? But now I have these, which I'm really happy to have. I think it would have been really nice to have like a full set of these, but I am content with these cards that I have, so yeah. So there we go. Oh my gosh, ODDINARY is now stored away. Let's do a quick little flip through really quickly, but My ordinary, at least photo card collection is finally stored away. So yes, let's do a flip through of this. It looks so good. I'm so happy. Should this one be a black sleeve? Would that look better here? Oh yeah. So let's do that again. From this to this. Yeah, so then it's all like black sleeves, like 3 black sleeves in a row. Get to the units. There's the badges, digipacks, the start of the pobs. So there's 1, 2, 3. So I had 7. I guess if you want to count the the lucky draws as individual sets, I have 7 pob sets for ordinary, which seems like a lot, but just you wait until we get further along. It gets worse and worse. Ta-da! Yay! Alright, let's see how full this binder is now. Because it wasn't too full before. Oh yeah. I bet when I eventually like get bigger inclusions in here or figure out what I'm doing, this will be like the perfect like ratio left over to put it in here. I wouldn't put like another comeback in here. That's why I have another binder on hand that we're gonna move into next. I don't want to overfill my binders. Otherwise cards start bending and it gets a little spooky. But yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with that. So this binder has noeasy, has Christmas Evil, and then also ordinary. So 1 down, 2 more to store. So if we check in with the stack here, so this much was ordinary, this much is MAXIDENT, and this much is 5-star. That's why I was counting with the pob sets. I was like, 7 sets isn't too bad, but wait till we get back here. And we get to a lot of sets. Like 5-star is really, really bad. Like we go from good to bad to worst. I definitely caught the pob collecting bug come like 5-star. But okay, so our first set for MAXIDENT is this Go version, which is one of my favorite concepts. This like outdoor aviation, like marine vibe that they had that feel like I had no correlation to case 143 like at all, but was here for it. Like we got this magnificent curly hair Jisung. So good. Where is Hyunjin? Hello? Where's my Hyunjin Go version? BRB. Let me see if I have him. So I cannot find my Hyunjin card. I don't know if he's lost or if I never had one or what happened, but again, reason to take care of your collection, kids. So I'll just have to put this placeholder here until I guess I get another one. I have no idea where that man would be. Alright, anyway. this is why I'm doing this now. This is why I'm doing this before it gets any worse than it already was. But okay, next up we're doing Barnes and Noble. This is not correct. We are doing my Barnes and Noble exclusive because, again, same thing with Ordinary. I'm trying to tell a story, keep it all cohesive. So since these are in the same outfits, I'm going to do these next. And this was the first era that we got both Target and Barnes and Noble exclusive cards. And then we would soon also then graduate to Walmart cards a couple eras later. But yes, this is when Barnes & Noble was still doing like member cards. I feel like they've been doing mostly unit cards the last two eras. But I remember I wasn't the biggest fan of the Target set for this era. I think I have Chan and Hyunjin's photo cards for Target for this. But I loved the Barnes & Noble, obviously, because it's in the same, like, outfit as the Go version. Like, it's just, it's so good. And it's the full body. And they've got the flowers. Like, oh my gosh, it's so good here. Love it. All right, so going back to the album card. Oop. This is the T-Crush version. I love me an outdoor concept. Again, someone has always got to be doing something different. Like, I guess Changbin is also different, but at least you can tell he's outside. Sungmin is very obviously not outside. He is inside somewhere cooling off. But, like, really? Like, why? Someone always got to be doing something different. And it's usually, to be honest, it's usually Sungmin in this situation. Why do I have... Don't pay attention to these to these filler cards in here. They mean nothing. They're not in the correct order. Okay, next we have the heart version. And very much like its name, you can put the two members together and they make a heart. But the way I'm gonna put these in here, they won't. I think the only ones that will make a heart are gonna be Hyunjin and Han down here in the middle row. Yep, see, so they complete a heart here. And then everyone else is doing it one way. At least this matches. Like, at least they're all going, like, this way, and they're all going this way, and then these two, like, meet in the middle. Like, that is cute. I do like that it kind of lines up that way. I'm trying to straighten out Felix here. So cute. Alright. Next, we get into the case version cards, which were like the digipack equivalents for MAXIDENT. They were like those big like case files that were member specific. And they had this like normal album card and then also a like pre-order benefit, which is the next set of cards. Why isn't Han? Well, I guess Chan isn't either. And Felix. Never mind. I thought they were all holding their hearts in these photos. But I guess not. Only some of them are. Very nice. Are they all holding them in these ones? Yeah, they're all holding them in these ones. I really I really have not looked at these cards in such a long time. You can probably tell by me not being able to remember things. Alrighty, and then we had these were pre-order, right? I think these were pre-order Polaroids, or maybe they were just inclusion Polaroids. It's been far, far too long. I do not remember, but have all of these. I don't know why some of these are like weirdly cut shorter on the sides than others. I'm pretty sure I pulled all of these from my albums. Like, I didn't trade for these, I'm pretty sure. But I don't know why. Like, Hans is so short and so is Chan's over here. Everyone else seems to be pretty spaced. It's just like got cut weird. I don't know. I don't know if that bothers me enough to maybe go out and find not weird cut ones. Okay, and then the last like album inclusion thing are these like stickers. I contemplated whether or not to store these, but I was like, they'll fit in the white sleeves. May as well just throw them in here while we're at it. I realize you probably can't see what I'm doing when I have my whole arm halfway across my binder. Sorry. I should have been paying attention to that. So it's just really hard to get like the sleeves in the top page. So I'm like reaching halfway across the table here. All right, stickers are done. All right, now, now that all that's left over in this pile here for MAXIDENT is pobs. So these are all the pob sets for MAXIDENT. All right, so this first set that we're starting off with is this holographic With Mew set. And With Mew like used to be With Drama, and then I think they went through like a name change / like rebrand. But yeah, this used to be With Drama, I'm pretty sure. Now they're With Mew. I don't think they do holographic sets anymore. I think it's just normal paper types. But had to get this one for very obvious reasons. 1, it's hollow. 2, it's in my favorite outfit here. So pretty. And then, of course, next up we have the Make Star set. You'll see that I follow very similar buying patterns when it comes to pob sets. Like I end up buying from the same stores and collecting from the same stores every era because they tend to be like my favorites. Like I tend to always get Apple Music, I always get Make Star. Usually we'll end up with like Soundwave. Music Plant is also a common one. These all have shifted in their sleeves, which is so annoying. Beautiful, stunning. All right. Next, we have another holo set. There are a lot of holographic sets for MakeStar, or for MAXIDENT, I mean. So this is Music Plant. Music Plant did a holo. Did a holo set. Oh, look at this Hyunjin. Wow. It's so good with these glasses and that like slicked back hair showing his forehead. It's so good. Alright, next we have another holographic set. This is the set from Soundwave, and this one actually has like a broken glass effect holo. Very similar, well not very similar, basically the exact same as like what I'm using for my filler sleeves. But yeah, this was like the very first time that Soundwave, like in general, has done like holographic style photo cards, but also like the first and last time since, like they've never done it for Stray Kids. I don't know that I've seen it for other groups either. Like it was very, it feels like out of left field for Soundwave to do this for a photo card set, but had to have it for that very reason. And this and a lot of other sets too, like this one, that's still case 143, but these two sets for the looks, they're from the Give Me Your TMI music video and like Unveil video, which I don't know that Skiz have ever performed live, right? They seem to forget our queen MAXIDENT in their set lists for some reason when it comes to performing. So many good songs on this album that just have not had their moment. Have not had their light in the sun. So that is gonna be all. Oh, are they? Oh my gosh, I don't think I ever noticed this. They're actually holographic on the back as well. This really shows you how much I like have not properly looked at my collection. I didn't even know the back sides of these were holographic as well. That's so fun. Alright, what I was gonna say though is that is the last of the holographic sets, but we still have quite a number of sets to put away. So next are Apple Music. These are for Superboard. This is Superboard look. I feel like I've run out of things to talk about. I maybe should have put up like, I don't know, like a Q&A or something to talk about while I did this, but I didn't think about that in the moment. Where? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Where is Ian? Where is Ian? Oh, okay, there he is. I was like, I don't remember when I was sleeving these that Ian was missing for this set. I got panicked there for a moment. Alright, and then we have this fun and colorful set. And this is from Star River. I can't remember if this was a pre-order benefit or if this was a video call event. But I do know that this is from Star River. And this set and the next set are like some of my favorites from MAXIDENT because of how like colorful and fun the background is. Like it's from the music video set obviously, and it's just so fun to have so much color. There we go. There is that one. And then here is the other very, very colorful set. This is from Latte Duty Free, which was a very weird store to have a pre-order benefit from. And I also don't think that they've done it since. Maybe they've done... No, I think this is the only time. And it was very, very random. And I think a lot of people didn't order the sets because it was like, why am I ordering from this store? So I remember getting a hold of this set was like a little bit hard at the time because I think either previews came out or like the cards had been released and we were seeing photos online and I was like, oh my gosh, it's so colorful and bright. I would like to have it. Also, this PC of Felix. Fake eyes open. Like, damn boy, we see them. We see those eyes. I hate blue contact lenses. As someone with blue eyes, I don't, unless the contact lenses are like really like a dark blue, they kind of just like look a little crazy on idols. Like very, very crazy. Okay, last but not least is this cute little sucker set. So this was a My Music Taste video call event. And I thought this was so cute. This very much reminds me of like Valentine's Day vibes. There's actually a Pacific set that is very similar to it. Is this the binder that has my Pacific stuff in it? Oh my gosh. Ah, right here. Oh my gosh, this binder is so freaking heavy. But yeah, it's very similar to, maybe I should have put the photo cards in all the way before trying to make a comparison. But I remember that these two sets like came out very, oh my gosh, very close to one another. Like they happened pretty like sequentially. So it was kind of like, well, if you have the Pacific set, you probably don't need the My Music Taste set, and like vice versa, because it's very similar concept wise. Even like down to the background, like this mint green background. Oh, but there we go. Those are the two cutesy sucker sets. Oh my gosh, this binder. This is another binder that I need to go through and reorganize and also put some photo cards away because I have stuff from like Clio and like Pacific sets that I was missing before, and merch sets. So this is also a project binder I need to go through again here soon and put away stuff for. Oh my gosh. This is a nightmare. BRB. Okay, I'm back. That binder is such a beast to handle because it's like one of my biggest binders and it has so much stuff in it already and it's just so heavy. But so that is the last card for MAXIDENT. So we'll do a flip through here. I just want to put a little divider sheet here. So when we move on to 5-star, we have a separation, but let's see how many. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, okay, so we only had 8 more pop sets than ordinary, which is surprising. Really? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I thought that there were a lot more, to be honest. Maybe it's just because there were more like photocard sized inclusions to put away. But anyway, here is my MAXIDENT collection. I will figure out what is happening with this Hyunjin and fill in that spot. But I also realized that I have my signed PCs as well. I don't know if I should put these in here though. I also sadly don't have a complete set of this. This is something I eventually do want to get a complete set of. I'm missing Changbin, Han, and Ayan for this, but I have everyone else. So I have Chan's. I actually have 2 more Chan's as well because I have also his black signature ones, because halfway through he stopped signing in black and signed like the rest of them in silver, and the blacks I think are harder to find. So I actually have 3 Chans. This is the greed they talk about in the Bible. But so I have Chans, Lino, Hyunjin, Felix, Sungmin, and that's it. And this is partially why too my signed collection for these aren't complete, is because I kept my 2 Chan black signatures because I pulled those myself and I was like, I can't trade these. But yeah, eventually would like to complete this set, but I don't know if I want to put them in my binder. That was the whole tangent I went on. It was whether or not I should put these in my binder, because they are signed and like I want to preserve like the integrity of them. I guess I could like double sleeve them, but I don't know. So now they just live in top loaders and just like sit on my desk for right now. But anyway, so here though is my complete MAXIDENT photo card collection. Flip through this here. Again, so good to finally see these sitting in a binder, all organized and protected, and like getting to see all the sets together finally. It's so satisfying. I'm kind of upset with myself that I just didn't do this sooner. Like I just didn't like let go of it sooner. But we're here now. So fun. Yay! Okay, now last but not least for today, we're going to tackle 5-star. So 5-star is definitely where I had a ton, and I'm talking a ton of pre-order benefits and fan sign events and just like event cards in total for this era. Like I don't even know. I like went insane this era with cards because this is all of the event and pre-order cards. This is the album set of cards. This is the pre-order. It's like double the size. I don't know what was going on during this era. Like, I don't know what was happening here. Oh, yes. Okay. I'm just looking at my pile here off to the side. So this first page, yes, as you can see, we have a very normal first page. Just, you know, a casual Bang-chan biased behavior. It's fine. It's fine. I remember being so in love with this photocard when it first came out because it is just so Channy coded, and like he never ever did photocards like this, and it instantly became my favorite, and I was like, I have to have that. And I have to have multiple of it. So, oh my gosh, yeah, I remember now. I remember like trading away like all of my extra 5-star cards and trading it for this specific card, and like writing in the caption post being like, I'm trading for this card and this card only, and I want all of them. I need multiples. I'm gonna be trading until I find literally 9 photo cards. So so yeah, now I have this magnificent page. It's beautiful. I will take no other comment about it at this time. Okay, so moving on to the normal set of photo cards. Should I put this set, like the set that this card goes with, first? Or should I put this set? Because I had this set in my like row of cards to put away. Maybe I'll see what this looks like, and if I don't like it, I'll just like switch around the page order. Okay. I'm gonna laugh every time I look at this page, but it probably does make more sense for this set to go first if I'm gonna have this be the first page. Even though this is technically the A version photo card set, and then this is the B. Because I do want this to be the first page of madness here. Yeah, I guess, yeah, I can live with it. Well, except though, I was going to do Barnes & Noble after this set because they're wearing the same outfits. I guess I could just put the Barnes & Noble cards here. Oh my gosh, I'm having a dilemma. I'm having a crisis. So, yes, this was still before, I think, was this the last era? Or did Rockstar have Walmart exclusives? I can't remember. I was gonna say, I think this was the last era where we had Target and Barnes & Noble before like Walmart came into the picture of having exclusive photo cards. Ugh. Okay. How does that feel? Because then what is next? Next is the double-sided cards. Yeah, I feel like that's probably fine. Yeah, I think I'll just go with that for right now. I don't know. I'll think about it a little bit later, but we'll just go with that setup for right now. I had totally forgotten about the Barnes & Noble card until I saw it just now. Also, I don't think I collected Target. I mean, yeah, I obviously didn't collect Target in its entirety for this. I, again, just went with Barnes & Noble. I think I have a couple of the Target cards. I know I for sure have Chan's Target card because obviously it's Chan. I was trying to think of what it looks like though. I can't remember right now what it looks like. Ah, this is what they look like, yeah. So I have Chan's, Changbin, and Hyunjin's from this set. But yeah, obviously I thought that the Barnes & Noble was the superior set for this era, which I still stand on. It's so much more cohesive, and they all look super good, and Baby Girl Chan here is like my favorite thing in the whole wide world. And if the Barnes & Noble cards weren't so expensive, especially now trying to find them like secondhand, I would probably do the exact same thing I did back here. I probably would have done a full 9 pocket page of this card specifically because look at him. No one has ever baby girled like he has baby girled in this photo. Love. Okay, this needs a filler. And yeah, this is the double-sided card. I think if you put them together, they're supposed to make a star. So right now it just kind of does not resemble a star. It resembling whatever this is supposed to be. Like, Hyunjin needs to like turn. These two like need to be switched. Should I do that just to see like what it looks like? Just to see what the effect is supposed to be. Oh, trying to get cards out from behind is hard. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be something like that. It's kind of a star. And then that is like the order on this side. Maybe that's not the correct spot. I don't know. It's a cute idea in theory, but like for storing, it doesn't really work that way. It doesn't work out. Especially with Han being upside down entirely. Okay, next we have the Digipack photo cards with the absolutely gorgeous backs, custom backs. This truly is the graphic design team's best work. Like these, I wish we had these every single time. Like honestly, 5 stars, like look and feel and design truly was top notch. Like one of the bests we have for Skiz, because it's just like, wow, like oh my gosh, in love with the backs of these cards. So good. So yeah, these were the Digipack PCs, and then we also have like the pre-order benefit cards for this as well, with not as an exciting back, but with a like blue back, so it at least matches. It at least matches here. This looks so funny next to this page with like all of these fingers. Like what is going on this page? Alright, there we go. like that looks better because everyone is in black. I think that's my last black sleeve too. I have these blue ones, but blue wouldn't make sense and it's the wrong blue. I didn't really think about like using black sleeves, but when I did it back, oh, it's in the other binder. When I did it in the other binder, it looks really good. I got, was it 200? Which is probably, looking at it now, a bit overkill. I think I ordered 200 like white sleeves, and I maybe should have done one pack of 100 in white and a second and like another pack in black, because I do really like how some of these black sleeves look in these sets here. Like, I think a black sleeve would look so good in this set. Do I think that was my last black sleeve. No! Shouldn't have been giving them out for free. I shouldn't have been using them in my trades and my sales. Oh no. Oh, also this Felix card. This Chan card too, but like Felix in this like suit, and then also like with the lollipop. So good. So good. This is still one of my favorite like unveil videos that we have. It's just so amazing. Like, so good. Okay, so believe it or not, that was all of the photo card sets for this album. Now we have to tackle all the pre-order benefits. That's what the last part of this is going to be, and what all these pages are for all of these pre-order benefits, because your girl done lost her goddamn mind during this era. But so this first set that we have, and I'm putting here because obviously it's the same concept, but this is with Mew. This is with Mew pre-order set. Yep, so here is the lollipop that I was just talking about. Love that Felix took a picture of it for a photo card. Alright, so first set done. Next we have Music Korea. And this set is pretty cohesive, except for Hyunjin down here, down in like a red light. Throwback to red lights. I cannot breathe. I love how like industrial and like underground-ish this set looks. Like I said, it's pretty cohesive, except for, I mean, Sungmin has it a little bit here, so I guess it's not too out of left field. And look at this IN card with the tie. Looks so cute. So cute. I love this set. This set is so good. Okay, and then we have Blue Dream Media. And to be honest, this set is like not really my favorite. This is a set that I had like pre-ordered, and I didn't like get second hand or like after the fact. And I remember when the previews that came out for these, I was like, I don't know if I like this. And I still don't know if I liked it. Like, I just don't think it's like their strongest pob slash like photo card set that they have. So I feel like I could eventually sell this set maybe, and I wouldn't be like heartbroken over it, because I don't, it's just so dark. Like, it's just so dark, and like the printing of the cards too, like, I don't know, they like just seem like so washed out and like not super saturated. And like the backs are just so plain too. I don't know. Not my favorite set. Could see myself like selling it in the future. But I guess for right now, we will store it. So if I do sell it, it's in like pretty good condition. It's not, it like hasn't been damaged or anything. See, this would be a good spot to have a black sleeve, but I don't. But yeah, so that was Blue Dream Media. And then, oh my gosh, then this is another thing I feel like I could eventually sell. But I have 3 photocard sets of them all in the same, like, look, same outfits. And they're, like, pretty identical with each other. Especially these first 2 sets. Like, very, very, very similar. So let me pull out this first set. This first set is Apple Music. I remember at the time when like videos from these looks were coming out, I think it was for like the Unveil track, or maybe it was for the music video. I can't remember right now. But anyway, I remember all of us being like, Skiz like switched out, like their stylist switched out all of the leather pants for basically all sweatsuits, because they were all in like sweat track suits for some reason. And it was so funny. It was almost like, wait, bring back the leather pants actually? Question mark? Like, what happened? So, okay, yeah, but so that is, what did I say? Apple Music. And then we have Music Planned in the exact same thing, basically. I'll do like a flip through once I get all these sets in and just show you how similar they are. I can't remember amongst these sets too right now, like which one I had pre-ordered and which of them I like had bought just like the pobs for. And then I remember when all the preview images and like when all the photos came out, I was like, those are like the I bought like 3 exact same sets. They're all in the same look. I think we went through my first 50 pack of these sleeves, so we're now on to another pack. Yeah, I really should have bought a pack of white and a pack of black. So yeah, so that was Music Planned. And then this last this last set is JYP Shop. At least the backs of these are like nice and different. These 2 backs are like basically the exact same thing. Like, wow. I do love this Hyunjin though. This is a really cute Hyunjin photo card. Also this Chan one too. And this Felix. Maybe I do like this set. Not me complaining. Being like, I don't, like these sets are all the same. To then being like, I actually love this set. Immediately changing my mind. But yeah, but here is like our triplet set. All in a row. Like, it is, like, they are so similar. Especially these 2. Like, I feel like you could have one or the other, and it would be fine, but I feel like you don't need both. where there's like, these are like different enough because they have like a different background, but I don't know. This is another like section of my collection where I feel like I could sell one or two of like these sets in particular and not be heartbroken about it. So like sell this set and maybe this set in the future, though this does have the better back. I don't know. This is me just like working through my financial problems that I put myself in a couple years back. Okay, next we have a different look. Thank goodness. So this is Everline. Yep, this is the Everline Pobs set. And I believe this is the... Is this the from the Top Line music video? Maybe? I can't remember right now. I will admit too, it's been a minute since I've like watched music videos from this era. I should do that. I should go back and watch. I should have like a marathon of Skiz music videos one of these days. Because I love like the artistry in the music videos of Skiz and like the storylines and things that they put together and come up with. And how they're all kind of connected if you look closely enough. Yeah, should have a movie marathon, music video movie marathon one of these days. Okay, next up we have, oh, this is Top Line. So what is this one for? Hold on, it's gonna bug me. Let me look it up. Ah, okay, it's Get Lit. This is why I was like, it's gotta be like Top Line or Get Lit or like something. One of those, yeah. Get Lit. Alright, so we have Get Lit for Everline. And then Top Line for Bandina? Which I think is a Chinese or Vietnamese store. I don't think that they've done Bandamina since this. I don't remember like the store name popping up, but these ones are very interesting because they are a hard card, like very similar to like the PVC Lucky Draws back in the day. Like it is a hard plastic printed card, and I remember first getting these and being like, is this right? Because I don't think I knew, or like no one had really talked about like the material of these, and so I was like, I remember ordering these and then getting them and being like, what are these cards? What happened here? I remember being so confused when they came in. So similarly like I did with the Soundwave Lucky Draws, is I went ahead and double sleeved these as well because they're so thick. And I'm trying to minimize them sliding around. So yeah, these are also double sleeved to try and help prevent that. I love Top Line Changbin in this big like cowboy hat. And also Felix, this is sleeved. Why did I sleeve it like this? But also Felix in this big red fluffy coat. It's so good. I love Top Line. Top Line is just, it's one of those hype songs where it's like, really gets you going. I went to KCON earlier this year in LA, and Tiger JK was there, And I gotta hear Top Line from Tiger JK. Like, he did a little portion of it during his stage, and I was so, like, starstruck. It was so incredible to, like, hear his little, like, rap verse live. It was so, so fun. I was like, wow. What a time to be alive. What a time to be alive, to like hear and like experience Top Line, but then to hear it from Tiger JK IRL as well. Insane. That was like a big highlight for KCON for me, was being able to hear Tiger JK sing Top Line. Okay, next set, we're just moving right along. So we have this set, and this is from the FNF music video. I do know that. And this is from Soundwave. This was the Soundwave pre-order benefit. Another outdoor concept. Love to see it. I love Hyunjin in this little black and white beanie. So cute. I think at this time I was really trying to like get as many outfit like and different concept pre-order benefits as I could, despite getting like 3 of the exact same ones. But I think I was really trying to like focus on getting different concepts and like as many different outfit pre-order benefits as I could, for whatever reason. Okay, now we're getting into the holographic portion of the card. So this is Make Star, and for whatever reason, I don't know if you can even tell because it's so dark. It's literally like black on dark gray, but they did like the back of these sideways, and I have absolutely no idea why they did this. I was like, what even happened? And then another interesting thing that happened with this set is I got a non-holographic Felix. Like, I don't know what happened, but all of these cards are supposed to be holographic, and I just didn't get a holographic Felix. Like, and I specifically pre-ordered from Makestar, so this is an entirely like defective card sent directly to me from Makestar. But I remember getting it and like opening my package and being like, wait, what happened? And I think I eventually was going to like buy another Makestar card of Felix so it all matched, and I just obviously I haven't, like I kind of forgot about it until just now. So I don't know if this would be considered like a rare or a defective card for like its condition, but yeah, I ended up with a non-holographic Makestar card in what is supposed to be a holographic set. It's so random. This is like the first time I had ever had that happening from Makestar. So I'm curious if this has happened to like other people before. If like you've gotten other holographic cards, not just from like Skiz, because they do other holographic cards for like other groups, but if anyone else has also gotten like a non-holographic card for a set that is supposed to be holographic. It's just so funny to me. I don't know what happened. No idea what happened here. Also, well, I guess Chan. I was gonna say, Han is very different. Chan kind of has the same background though. But this is almost somewhat of a cohesive set. I think this is from the DLC music video. Very nice, very nice. Okay, next up is the very exciting KM Station heart holographic photocard set. So all of the KM Station cards came in this like heart holographic foil, and it is so pretty. I think there were 2 versions of this set, and it kind of depended on like when you ordered it and like the timeline of things, but there was either like this one that I have, which were like very small holographic hearts, and then there's another version where the hearts are much bigger and they're like more spaced out. If I can find a reference picture, maybe I'll like pop it on screen so you can see like the difference. Yeah, I can't remember if it was like first or second press or like just like a later pre-order period where they like changed up the holo that they put onto the cards, but I remember seeing like when these were announced and it was talked about how they were going to have like a heart foil holographic look to them. I was like, sold, take my money, have it all. I'm gonna need that in my collection. Especially because Skiz have never done anything like this before for like official photo cards. Like this was a first of its kind and they've never done anything since then. So feel very fortunate to have this set in my collection, because I'm sure I don't even know because I haven't looked since getting these, but I am sure these cost, this set, like a full set of these costs like a pretty penny at this point if you were trying to look and buy it. And I should find a holographic heart something or other to put here in the middle so the holographic matches. But yes, so pretty. Love that. And yeah, that's what the backs of that looks like. So yeah, this was KM Station. Alright, and then for the last of the holographic cards, we have this set of cards that are also from the Get Lit music video, but this is from With Fans, and this is like before we stopped buying pre-orders and like doing stuff with Fans. So yeah, this is pre With Fans like boycott kind of thing, but yeah, these are holographic. They're very subtle. I don't know if you can tell. It kind of like, the holo just kind of like puts almost like a blue tint and just kind of like washes out the card a little bit. This isn't like my favorite holographic foil on a card, but I do love the outfits of this set. Like I love Lino in this big ass hat of his and this big beret that he has on, and I love this IN card as well. But yeah, I think this was also like the first time that With Fans did a holographic set. There were a lot of cards like these last couple comepacks who did holo cards that like never did them before and like haven't done them again since. It's like they were like in their experimenting era, I guess. Ooh, this Sungmin too, with his little like choker ribbon neck situation thing. Very nice, very nice. All right, now we're down to the last 2 photo card sets. Oh my goodness. Very last 2 sets, but these were some lucky draw, some Soundwave lucky draw sets. They were round 2 A and B lucky draw sets, and the theming was like denim and then also hoodie. Super cute. And I do have a full set of both of these rounds, but the Chans from these sets are like some of my all-time favorite Chan photo cards, and so they like permanently live in a couple of photo card holders that I have, and it doesn't make sense for me to like pull those out of those photo card holders to store in my binder because I take those cards with me like everywhere all the time. So we're gonna do another 7 pattern here, even though again it's gonna be a little bit odd, but it just, if I just know that if I put Chan in these sets, I'm gonna be reaching for it like all the time and pulling them out anyway. So I'll post a picture of what it looks like. Maybe I'll scooch this over. I'll post a picture of what it looks like in the set here, so you can see what it looks like in its completion. But yeah, I just decided it'd probably be easier to do the same thing here that I did with my other Soundwave Lucky Draws, actually. Kind of funny that it's the same store and same benefit type, but yeah, I really love those Chan photo cards. So I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna store them in my binder. I guess I could always get like a second set of those photo cards, so I could, but it's just, I don't know, it's such a low priority for me, honestly. And it doesn't bother me to do like, to switch up the pattern every once in a while. So there's the first one, and then here is this last set, which is the hoodie set. Cue hoodie hoodie Hyunjin background theme song. So cute. Like these two cutie patooties here. And IN too. Da-da! Put our 2 fillers in. Last one. And there we go. 3 eras stored. 3 eras down. 3 more to put away. And it looks like I had 2 extra pocket pages in here. That's good. These are like all of the pocket pages I have for my Skiz Hop binder setup video. Is I only have 2 9 pocket pages, so we're just gonna have to make that work for that video. But yes, so let's see, what is the damage, what is the count for pobs for 5-star? 1 2 14. I had 14 pob sets. Good lord, what was I doing? All right, so here is my 5-star photo card flip through. How do we like this first couple pages? Let me know if you think I should switch up the order or not, because I'm down for some input on that. And then we just have clown hour here all the way through to the end. Yeah, I definitely don't have as many pob sets for Rockstar and 8. I was just really on something here for 5-star. Like, bad. On something bad. Ta-da! Honestly, this binder is now filled up a lot more than I thought it was, or like I thought it was gonna be. I feel like if I were to put in larger inclusions, this binder could only hold these 2 eras, because if I lift it up, this is what we're working with. That is where it falls. It's like 2/3 full with just photo cards in it. Like this other binder, the first binder that we worked in, that has noeasy through ODDINARY, like I guess because Christmas Evil is so short, or like, oh my gosh, it doesn't have a lot of cards. Like it's, you know, it's just basically like a special album. And I only collected one pop set for it. It like doesn't even really count. So I guess like for me, I guess my 3-inch binder limit is like 2 eras. It can hold 2 full Stray Kids eras before it gets too full, which is insane to think about. Honestly, because I collect so thoroughly and I collect so much, I run out of binder space so quickly. I can't believe that this binder is as full as it is. That is crazy. I am, though, very proud of my collection, and scooch it back in frame there. I am very proud of it, and I am very glad that I've now taken care of it. Well, half of it. I now have to do the other half. So the second part of this video will come out after I do my unboxing of SkizHop. That way, when I do the part 2 of this video, I can just put away the photo cards that I have for that. It won't be obviously like a full, complete, like, collection to put away for that specific era, because I'll just have the pulls that I had, but it'll be a nice like jump start of me just putting away my cards like immediately as I get them, which is my goal for my collection moving forward, is to just immediately store my cards when I get them and to not like hoard and hold on to them like I've been doing. So yeah, so that video probably won't come out for another like week or so, a week or two. I have to pick up some more Dragon Shield cards, like Dragon Shield sleeves, because like I mentioned, I ran out of all of the ones that I have. And I also need to at least order a packet of 9 pocket pages so I can put Rockstar and 8 away, because these are literally my last 2 pocket pages left that I have. So yeah, it'll be a second before part 2 is up, but in the meantime, you're going to be getting like the SkizHop binder setup video from me, the unboxing video. I'm also going to post about preparing for my new collection endeavor. And that is going to be also, I'm going to turn that video into like a preparing for a new collection video slash like a Q&A slash like let's talk and catch up, because there are a couple of things I want to like, I've been wanting to talk about and kind of like address slash like just catch up with y'all, because I feel like it's been a while since like we've sit down and had a little chat to chat, a little like heart to heart. And that's why I didn't want to do that for this video, because the other video for like the preparing for a new collection is a lot of like tedious work. I'm gonna like be assembling a binder and like sleeving cards, and so it's gonna be a lot easier for me to like just talk about things offhandedly rather than doing it in this video where I wanted to specifically, you know, talk about the cards and talk about the eras and talk about the album or whatever. So anyway, needless to say, lots coming up on the channel. It's going to be super, super fun. And then depending on, too, like when Season's Greetings get delivered, we'll also have Season's Greetings to either end out the year with or start the beginning of the year with, which is super exciting. I have 2 Season's Greetings ordered right now. I'm thinking about possibly getting a 3rd for a different group. But yeah, so lots to look forward to. Super, super excited. And like I've said throughout this whole video, I'm just so excited to finally have my collection stored away and protected and treat it like it deserves to be treated. So if you are like me and have just been hoarding away your collection, this is your sign. This is your sign to sleeve those cards, get those binder pages out. You got this. Take care of your collection, take care of your investment, because I would hate to see any of your collection be damaged, because I was getting worried there for my own collection and it getting damaged. But Anyway, that's gonna be it for me for today. I have no idea how long this video is. I feel like I've been filming for a really long time, so probably pretty lengthy as normal. But I do hope that you enjoyed. I'm so sorry that it is not like a fully fleshed out, like complete storing collection, like with big inclusions and fillers and all that, but I hope that this was still enjoyable and kind of fun to walk down memory lane a little bit with like these older eras and these older albums, and like seeing a bunch of different diverse like pop sets and things. So I still hope that you enjoyed, even though it wasn't quite the extent that that noeasy video is. I think that noeasy is going to be like my forever white whale. Like I'll never be able to achieve that again. But I do love that it is like the biggest video on my channel, and people have seemed to love that over the years. So thanks for all your support on that. And thanks for continuing to have an interest in my own collection. So yeah, with that being said, I think I'm gonna go. Maybe I should turn the page here, but I figured this is probably a good page to end on, my clown hour page here. But yeah, thank you again so much for watching. Lots coming up for the end of the new year. I hope you all are doing well, staying healthy, staying warm, and I really appreciate you. So yeah, with that being said, I will see you all next time. Bye!